There's 10 wearable trends this fall, and I'm kind of in shock because that's way more than I think I've ever seen for a season. So I'm going to tell you those 10 trends that I'm loving, that I think are classic, that I think will be around, that I think you probably have a bunch of stuff from your wardrobe already that are these trends, and I'm going to show you different ways to style them. So for trend number one, it's pink, my favorite color. So wearing pink. Now you'll see a lot more of the Barbie, they're calling it that Barbie pink, so it's a little bit brighter pink, but really any shade of pink works for this color trend. You might already have something pink in your wardrobe, but I find sometimes a color that's more of a neutral is such an easy way when it's a trend to kind of just incorporate that into your wardrobe because it's something that will last. Neutrals last. So depending on the shade of pink that you have or that you like, that will be a trend that will go more into a classic, kind of your classic wardrobe. I have lots of pink in my wardrobe, pieces that I've had for years, that as long as the style is classic, that color is a color that is a neutral. So I just feel like to be able to wear a neutral of something you probably already have in your wardrobe and to have that be on trend is pretty exciting. This color trend for fall is so easy to wear. And you'll see in this look, I'm just wearing my sweater with my pair of frame jeans and also with my beige sneakers that have this pink detail on them as well. So I am just loving this first trend. The second trend I'm loving is large bags. So it just happens to be that my large bag is also pink. You know, last year we saw those mini bags. I don't know, I didn't really understand it. But they were kind of everywhere. A lot of them were in these like colors. I don't even think a phone could fit in there, maybe a lipstick, but I don't even know if that would fit in there, maybe a credit card. But it just didn't make sense. It wasn't practical. But these large tote bags, they're just like this classic shape, this structured shape. They're a bag that are on my, my list of the 5 handbags every woman needs for a capsule wardrobe. And I just think they're a bag that will be in style for years and years and years because it's practical, it's classic, the lines are clean. And again, depending on the one you get, you can just really have a bag like this and have it be part of your capsule wardrobe. So I'm just loving this. And there's so many ways to style it. Obviously, it's just, because it's in this neutral color, it just works with so many different things. Here I've styled it with my Veronica Beer dress. The third wearable trend that pretty much is a trend, I believe, every fall, or I feel like every fall, is leather, or if you're not into leather, faux leather. And again, you want to look for classic lines, classic pieces, styles that will, not just be in and out. Because there's definitely leather there that this season that it's like the really oversized jackets or oversized pants or joggers that are leather or faux leather. And I don't think those are going to last as long. Those are kind of more, using this trend as a way to just have fun with it for a season. But if you want to invest in this trend that will then eventually go more into, your wardrobe for years to come, you want to look for leather or faux leather in classic styles. So here you'll see I'm wearing my leather pencil skirt that I've had for years. And again, it's clean lines, it's a classic style, and it's just so easy to wear. And I just paired it with my black leather La Marque jacket that I just think is such a classic staple piece that I've had for years as well, but it's really also on trend. And another big thing is wearing head to toe leather, which this is the most leather I can wear. I feel like the jacket and the skirt together, I don't think personally for me, I would wear full head to toe leather, a leather shirt, leather pants. Again, that's more having fun with the trend for a season, but not exactly something that will translate into kind of a more capsule or, your wardrobe for years to come. The next trend I'm loving, and it's super wearable, is a bomber jacket. So I actually don't own a bomber jacket. I used to have a bomber jacket years ago, but I don't have one right now. And I just personally, I end up wearing more of my leather jacket for, in place of a bomber jacket. But if you don't have a leather jacket, I think a bomber jacket is a great way to go. There's some really cute ones out right now. And again, even though they're kind of more oversized, a lot of the ones you'll see, there are some that are more classic styles and more tailored bombers that I think you're going to get more use out of. And again, you want to find something that's not so over the top, just something that will be classic, will be, you know, a piece that you'll have in your wardrobe. But I think bombers are great to style with dresses or jeans or pretty much just anything you need that extra layer for. And again, you want to look for one that is more classic, neutral colors, that way it'll last into more than just a trend, and it'll be, you know, more than just for one season. So when I think about trends, to me, trends are more about one season. They're in, they're out for a season. They don't necessarily help you get dressed long term. They don't even help you get dressed sometimes day to day. So if you're someone that stands in front of their closet and when you're getting dressed, it's super hard to get dressed, or you don't feel like you have the clothes to get dressed, you might be looking at a bunch of trends, or you might just be looking at things that you don't love. So you want to first focus on a capsule wardrobe. I always tell this to my clients. Focus on having your essentials for a capsule wardrobe. I have a ton of videos and playlists. I'll link down in the description box and you can learn more about that. But I just feel like having that foundational wardrobe essentials in your closet gives you so much more room to then add pieces to have more fun with or play with. But that will help you get dressed. Trends are not going to help you get dressed day to day. Trends are in and out. They're more fun. They're not going to be the pieces that you're going to have in your wardrobe for years to come, except for some of the ones I'm sharing today, if you get them in those classic styles. So for my next trend that is completely wearable, it's something that I recommend to clients and people all the time and have for years. It's another color trend, and it's camel. And some people are calling it caramel, some people are calling it tan, but this beautiful camel tone, I think a camel coat, wool coat for the fall and winter is such a beautiful classic piece. Again, as long as you find one that is well fitted. There are a lot of oversized ones right now. That's not a trend that I'm recommending because it's going to be in and out. I don't think oversized for most of us really works long term, but the color, looking for beautiful blouses in a camel or a beautiful coat, I just feel like camel is a color that has been in style for years and is classic and will be in style for years. Again, just look for it in pieces that are more tailored and classic, and that way this trend will take you into many seasons to come. The next trend is another one that I feel like right around this time of year, every year, especially if you're on the East Coast, which I'm from the East Coast, but you will see this a lot. But this year they're calling it a trend, and it's head to toe black. Now, I love head to toe black. I personally just feel like that black monochromatic look, as long as it's done right with classic pieces, just really can elevate a look. The one thing I recommend when you're doing all black, you want to look for different textures in your fabrics. That way you'll get more depth in your look, and it'll kind of give you more dimension, and it'll make your look a little bit more interesting. You won't just kind of disappear in this sea of black. But head to toe black is really on trend right now. But again, it's just something that I feel like monochromatic black is such a classic way to dress and an easy way to elevate style. So you'll see in this look, I'm wearing head to toe black, but I have different textures. I have this black silk blouse from La Gens, and I'm wearing it with my faux leather leggings and my black heels, so that are leather. So there's kind of 3 different fabrics, so it gives this black look more dimension. And it's also, the fits are classic. The style is classic. I'm not wearing all black, you know, things that are oversized or have extra ruffles or embellishments. It's just very classic streamlined pieces. So wearing all black head to toe is really on trend right now. And if it's done properly, this trend will turn into just part of your wardrobe for years to come. The next fall trend that is super wearable and that I'm loving, especially as we get more into winter, because these trends are definitely for fall and winter this year, but it's layers on top of layers. I will wear a sweater dress with a cardigan on top with a leather jacket on top. So that's just kind of one idea, but there's so many ways to do layers on top of layers, and it's really on trend. I've also loved wearing, I'll wear like a turtleneck under a short sleeve dress, and that way transition it into fall and winter. So that's another way to do layers. I just think this trend is really wearable, and it also makes good use out of your wardrobe. I don't think you have to go out and buy something new. Most of us have layers in our closet, and it's just, they're just kind of combining those layers together. Wearing a sweater over a sweater and a blazer on top to give it structure, things like that. Just layers on top of layers is a very wearable trend. The next trend I'm loving is bold or saturated colors in your sweaters. So this is kind of like your one statement piece. Now, the way I would wear it I'd recommend doing, if you're wearing a bold color, to do it with a more classic bottom, just something that kind of disappears on the bottom, like a jean or a black pant, and just a very simple shoe. And that way you're wearing your one statement piece. I don't think you should have multiple statements in your outfits, because then it just can overwhelm your look and kind of have the opposite effect of what you're trying to go for. So wearing bold, saturated colors, in a color you love, and in a sweater. And it kind of also goes along with that dopamine dressing. For those of you that have heard of that, that's also on trend right now, where it's like wearing those bright colors to make your, if you're somebody that wears bright colors and helps you elevate your mood. So it kind of goes along with that. But finding a sweater that is in a bold color that you love and just kind of makes you happy, I think that's a great wearable trend that will take you into seasons to come. The next trend, again, is a trend that has been a classic piece for years. So it's a blazer. Now, it's still, you'll still see oversized blazers as being, part of the trend. When that oversized blazer trend leaves, you'll still be able to wear your classic structured blazers. So opting for a great blazer, a structured blazer, I just think is a great fall trend, but also something that it's part of a capsule wardrobe. Again, depending on, what color you get, what style you get. And here, this is actually a new one for me that I just purchased. It also goes along with that pink color trend, but because I know I love pink and I'm gonna wear pink, this is a shade I can wear, for years to come, that this was a smart purchase for me to make. But just having that structured blazer, and you can style it so many different ways and dress it up, dress it down. It's such a great layering fall essential piece, but one that's also on trend right now. And I've saved the best for last. My favorite wearable trend for this fall is basics. And again, I don't know, they like the trends this time around, it's like they were focusing on capsule pieces, or there's capsule options, which I think is just great because it's avoiding fast fashion, it's kind of being more minimalist, but also having great things to wear. So trend number 10, the wearable trend for fall, is basics. So invest in your basics if you haven't already. Invest in those capsule pieces, your t-shirts, your tanks, your button downs, your casual cotton, well-made pieces, your essentials that are in neutral colors, in whites and blacks and grays, that will just really go with so many different things in your wardrobe. So that is probably my favorite wearable trend, next to the color trend of pink. So get your basics. And if you don't know what those are, again, just look down in the description box. Look at some of the videos I made about capsule wardrobe. Those have all your basics, all the pieces you need to get dressed easily. That's what's on trend this fall, getting dressed easily. And for more fall style ideas, check out this next video, 14 outfits that I styled with my fall capsule wardrobe essentials. So thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one.